this was the last show, and they bought me flowers, a little rose out. Max bought a rose, and he was so funny. You know, we're doing a DVD movie of the entire experience of the tour. And so you'll probably see this moment on there, but he comes out and he brings me the rose, and it's, you know, everybody's going crazy, and he right away comes right into my arms. It's kind of overwhelming for her, but he kind of runs down the runway and looks at everybody. And he just freezes, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, Max, and when he looks and he stops, you know, the whole audience, you know, they go more crazy, you know, he's like that. And then I go, say goodbye to everybody, and he went, and everybody went crazy again.
Is he going to be the performer, you think?
I think he's intrigued by it. I don't know if he's going to be a performer.
I know they're almost 5 years old, right?
Yeah, they'll be 5 next month.
Which is so great.
I
and
know,
you have to
so
be,
fast.
I know that taking them on the road, I mean,
Yeah.
you must have to be very disciplined because you have to keep them in some kind of routine. But
Sure.
I thought it was interesting that you set their routine so they can actually come to your performance.
Right.
You sort of reset their body clocks in a way, right?
Well, that's the thing. It's like if they were on our schedule, it was actually worked better than them kind of getting up at 7 in the morning and then me having to work at nights. And it's like we would miss each other because I would have to sleep in and all that. So they wound up just coming to the shows, going to sleep, you know, probably a couple of hours before me because it was hard for me to get to sleep after the shows. And then, you know, get up at a decent hour, and then we'd all get up around the same time.
I hear that they're asking more about your divorce, which is
Yeah.
a tricky thing to talk about with
Sure.
children. How do you handle that?
You know, I feel like God gives me the words every time because every time they do it, I kind of get just like a rush of panic through my body, like, oh my God, what do I say? You know, and you know, it just depends on what the question is. I actually just wrote a song about it, and Emme just recorded it, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to explain to them without explaining to them, and the song is a beautiful song, but there was something inside of me that is struggling with that part of things. And you know, again, this is like a learning process, and even with Marc and I, we kind of, you know, I said, you know, we should do maybe things together sometimes, because one of the questions at Christmas was, okay, why aren't we, you know, spending Christmas with Daddy, me, you, and Emmy? Max asked me, and he asked my cousin, who's their aunt, and you know, she's like, Jennifer! I was like, what? He says, Max has a question for you. I was like, yes, and when he asked me, I said, well, we can. I said, but when you go to see Daddy, that's your special time with Daddy, for you. He was like, well, why can't we do something together? I said, well, we can. I'll talk to Daddy about it.